And the person running it? Yeah, I'm talking about Erika, the one everybody treats like some kind of evangelical Joan of Arc. I used to work under her, and she's not who she pretends to be.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it.
A TPUSA whistleblower has come forward with serious claims, saying that the organization under Erika Kirk has changed into something far more extreme. According to this person, TPUSA has become a full-scale operation involving deep state figures, cult-like behavior, and even Scientologists who present themselves as Christians, while secretly serving completely different interests behind the scenes. But according to the whistleblower, this situation goes far beyond simple corruption. They say TPUSA isn't just slowly drifting away from Charlie Kirk's original values, it has turned into something dark and deeply troubling.
Was assassinated. Once he was assassinated.
This is why so many people were disturbed, especially when the organization set up a replica of the tent where Charlie was assassinated and charged people money to take photos inside it. The whistleblower insists this was not a mistake or poor judgment.
Charlie was worth more dead than alive. And now, Turning Point USA is more powerful than it's ever been. And the person running it? Yeah, I'm talking about Erika, the one everybody treats like some kind of evangelical Joan of Arc. I used to work under her, and she's not who she pretends to be. Charlie figured that out near the end. I think that's why he's gone.
They say it was deliberate. According to them, the internal culture at TPUSA changed dramatically once Erika took control. They claim the organization no longer reflects Christian beliefs at all. Instead, something else appears to be directing things from behind the scenes. And the more closely people examine what's happening,
He wanted to take us in a new direction, away from the whole Christian Zionist thing. He started saying it out loud, that America's movement needed to stand on its own, that we couldn't just keep doing PR for another country. And that's when everything started changing around him. People he trusted started keeping him out of meetings. His calendar got lost more than once.
the more disturbing it becomes. If anyone needed confirmation that TPUSA is no longer what it once was, this whistleblower's account provides it. They've come forward and confirmed what many supporters had already felt instinctively for some time. According to them, the moment Erika Kirk became CEO, the organization did a complete 180.
They believe, and this is why the Christian Zionism thing becomes so important, that they can hijack our emotions and tell us that it's our biblical duty to support the state of Israel, because I think the state of Israel is probably involved in what is happening at the border, in what is happening overseas. It is definitively involved in all these wars. I mean, everywhere you look, Israel pops up.
Not a gradual change, a total hevasal. They say everything Charlie Kirk stood for was flipped upside down. The principles, the mission, the values, all of it was abandoned almost immediately.
And here's the other part nobody talks about. The staffing. Almost everyone in senior management? Mormon. It's not random. The CIA's been recruiting from that pool forever. You know why? Because they're good at compartmentalizing. They can hold two worlds in their head, faith and function, and never let the wires cross. Perfect spooks. Perfect operators. Now, with her at the top, it's all locked down. The money's flowing. Israel is satisfied. Charlie? He's just a ghost in the machine.
The whistleblower also claimed that Charlie Kirk had a plan to steer TPUSA away from a growing hateful ideology that had begun hiding behind the label of Christian values. Charlie reportedly recognized that something unhealthy was taking root within the organization, and he wanted to correct course. However, according to the whistleblower, the moment Charlie made it clear he wanted to move TPUSA in a different direction, people inside the organization began working against him. Instead of supporting him, they allegedly undermined him from within.
Worked for Turning Point USA and Turning Point USA Faith, and I knew Charlie Kirk personally. I want to say on the record that there was a inner circle at Turning Point USA that was constantly working against Charlie and his interests. He had a whole entire branch of Turning Point that he had no idea about, and that was the stock market branch. This stock market group that Turning Point has been throwing millions of dollars into the stock market for the past 4 years now, and Charlie Kirk had no knowledge of that whatsoever.
This whistleblower also said,
as it was explained, Charlie recognized that certain individuals were using religion as cover, twisting faith into something political, aggressive, and unrecognizable. He reportedly wanted to shut that behavior down completely.
The Jewish influence in Turning Point that he was not very fond of, that he wanted to get rid of. He tried doing this, he tried creating a Doge department, and he gets assassinated.
This aligns with comments Candace Owens has made recently. She pointed out that the version of Christianity being promoted by TPUSA today is false, toxic, and actually anti-Christian in nature. Returning to the whistleblower's claims, they insist TPUSA didn't simply lose its way over time. Instead, it was taken over by people pretending to be Christians, pretending to care about morals, while actively pushing an agenda that directly contradicts what Charlie built from the ground up. If you look closely at TPUSA's actions since Erika Kirk took control, the whistleblower says it becomes clear that the people now running the organization don't truly believe what they publicly preach. They are performing. They say the right phrases, dress the part, and present the right image, but behind that surface, they are pushing something entirely different now. Another whistleblower has stepped forward, backing up what others have been saying privately for some time. This person claims there was a group inside TPUSA actively working against Charlie Kirk. According to them, millions of dollars were moved into the stock market without Charlie's knowledge. The implication is that these financial moves were made without transparency, without accountability, and without Charlie's approval. This whistleblower also stated that Charlie was trying to distance himself from certain foreign donors and from a specific country that kept appearing in ways that made him uneasy. However, those efforts reportedly caused backlash. The more Charlie attempted to clean things up and regain control of his own organization, the more resistance he encountered from people inside TPUSA itself. This is where many people say the situation becomes genuinely disturbing. When examining how TPUSA has operated under Erika Kirk, some decisions don't just feel wrong, they feel unsettling, even demonic. TPUSA constructed a full replica of the tent where Charlie Kirk took his final breath and turned it into a photo opportunity, complete with a ring light so people could look good in their pictures. The fact that Erika approved recreating the location of her husband's brutal assassination and presenting it as an interactive exhibit shocked many people. Critics say it wasn't just insensitive, it was grotesque, morbid, and deeply disturbing. But that tent was not the only troubling moment at this year's. There was also the moment when Jack Posobiec walked on stage to begin his speech while holding up a rosary. Many viewers felt this was performative and inappropriate, especially given Posobiec's controversial reputation. One user on X shared a screenshot explaining how sacred the rosary is within Catholicism and why it should not be treated as a prop or spectacle, which they felt was exactly what Posobiec did. Another person added that Posobiec has a habit of using the rosary for self-promotion rather than genuine faith, accusing him of using Catholicism for personal glorification. Things became even stranger when people noticed dark symbolism through. In one video teaser promoting Jack Posobiec's speech on AmFest Day 3, viewers pointed out what appears to be a dark figure sitting inside a circle shaped like a pentagon. Just when people thought it couldn't get more concerning, internet users discovered that Scientologists have also infiltrated. TPUSA's official advisory council includes Craig Jensen, founder of Conducive Technologies, who openly states on his own website, "I became active in Scientology in 1974. It works." Outspoken Scientologist is helping guide TPUSA's direction. And Jensen isn't the only one. Grant Cardone, a keynote speaker at AmFest 2025, is also a Scientologist. Not only that, he has reached operating Thetan Level 8, the highest level within Scientology. Like many Scientologists, Cardone has publicly dismissed critics of the church as ignorant or delusional. There are even more connections. John Mappin, who claims to be both Christian and Scientologist, is another figure linked to TPUSA. His name has also been found in Jeffrey Epstein's Little Black Book. So why are so many Scientologists connected to TPUSA? These aren't minor guests. These are advisory members and headline speakers influencing a youth movement. Given Scientology's history of aggressive recruitment, extreme financial pressure, and controversial practices, many people find this influence deeply alarming. This is not the transparency Charlie Kirk advocated for. And people also point out that the Church of Scientology is known for intimidation tactics, with the resources and connections to silence critics. The organization has massive financial power and global reach. Even more concerning, the founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, had documented ties to U.S. intelligence agencies. That alone raises serious questions for many observers. After witnessing AmFest, many are now saying TPUSA appears to be copying Scientologist-style manipulation tactics. One user commented, "This is insane. This is a Scientology-level production. Compare it to a Scientology conference. TPUSA is officially a cult." Another wrote, "Charlie Kirk is L. Ron Hubbard, and Erika Kirk is David Miscavige." Someone else added, "Scientologist-style cult. TPUSA died with Charlie. You're all about money and power now, not truth." And this sentiment keeps coming up, even among Charlie's longtime supporters. Many say TPUSA died with Charlie. Whatever the organization has become under Erika Kirk is the complete opposite of what Charlie stood for. Some followers believe the movement has been taken over by the same forces that bullied and threatened Charlie before his assassination. Others go even further, saying what's happening now feels like a mockery of Charlie's legacy, as if his absence is being flaunted so deception and grifting can continue without resistance.